All right, welcome to Yin for the upper body. So we are going to be starting down on the ground. What we're going to be starting in centering is a little mountain brook. So how do we want to do that? First, we want to come into fish. So I want you to take your blocks and bring them into a T. So the part of your head is going to be, the part for your head is going to be long. The part along your spine is going to be vertical. So you've got a T there. If you have a bolster, I want you to bring that. If you don't have a bolster, I want you to roll your blanket up so it's a nice cylinder, a nice roll. So we're going to bring the knees either to the blanket or the bolster. You're going to bring your back down a long line, the ribs up, and then the head is going to come onto that top block. Right? So your knees are nice and supported. You're going to let your feet fall away. You're going to bring your arms either to a T or just alongside of your body with your palms up. And that is where we're going to start our beautiful practice of Yin for the upper body. So close your eyes. Bring your awareness inward to your breath. And see if you can slow down your inhales. And equally important, slow down your exhales. Soften your eyes. Soften your cheeks. Soften your jaw. Maybe take a nice big swallow. Now let your shoulders roll away towards the ground and open up through your chest. Let your belly get really heavy. Let your hips get heavy. Your knees are supported, so they're soft. There's no tension. Ankles getting a rest. Maybe wiggle your toes and then let them fall. Now, the principles of Yin, we're going to follow those tonight as we do with all our Yin practices. And that's first finding that little edge, right? Where can we find a little bit of discomfort to find the comfort, right? We don't want to find pain, but we want to be able to find that little edge. And we want to be able to hold it for time and stillness. So just take a few breaths here to kind of scan your body. We were talking before class about talking to trees and talking to plants. Why don't we take a few minutes here just to talk to ourselves? How do we feel? Maybe set some really nice positive intentions. Some positive affirmations about how wonderful it is that you're taking the time and investing in your health and your wellness. And each class and session we attend, we're getting stronger, healthier. Now, on your next two breaths, I want you to see if there's any part of your body, just do a little body scan, that you think you're clenching. Your jaw, your hips, your knees, your hamstring, and just see if you can breathe to that spot and ask it nicely and gently, kindly to soften, to melt, just to surrender, to trust the practice. This fish with the knees supported and the mountain brook is kind of like we're a little wave, right? Very, very restorative. Let's take one more big inhale. Exhale nice and slow out of your mouth. And we're just going to roll over just to the side, just to be able to move the blocks out of the way. They're not going to go too far because we're going to need them. Move our bolster and our blanket and come back to lying on our mat. And we're going to move into Banasana. So we're going to walk the heels over to the left side of our mat. And then before we do anything with the arms, just explore. You can keep both heels down on the ground. Maybe you take the right over the left. See what that feels like. How about the left over the right? Which one do you like today? Then bring your arms up straight over your head and then slowly start to walk your fingers back of your hands to the left as well. You're making yourself into that little banana shape. Now we want the shoulder, the right shoulder, to stay down to the ground. If it's not staying down, just back up a little bit or grab your blanket, unravel it a little bit, and just give that shoulder a little bit of support. Again, we want to find that spot where we can say, I can hang out here and let the magic of yin do its stuff for a couple of minutes. So get a nice stretch for the upper arms, upper body, side of the body. Close your eyes. And stay with your breath. So big, big, full inhales. Quiet but full exhales. Take two more breaths here. Don't rush them. And then we're going to uncross the feet and uncross the arms. And you're going to roll. I'm on my left. I'm towards the left side of my mat. I'm going to roll onto my right side, grab my block. And then you're going to have to come up part way up to a half sitting, half lying. So knees are going to be bent. Now we're going to be working on a shoulder armpit stretch. So I want you to bring your block underneath. So I'm going to sit up. So you know this part here where every woman says, can you get rid of this flabby part? That's where I want you to bring the block, not under your armpit completely. So you're going to come down onto it and then hang out onto your head. Now you may play with the block and say, okay, the lower level is where I'm feeling comfortable tonight, or this side of the body might be different than the other. So find where you can actually bring your weight on top. It's going to be a little discomfort, yes. Cradle your hand, your head into your hand, and bring the opposite hand up and over. And then just let it fall. Let it fall. Kind of like a little mermaid, aren't we? Now roll over towards the front of your mat, so it's towards the ground, just a couple of inches, and then roll back. Roll a couple of inches and roll back. All right, now can you take the bottom hand long? Can both hands reach each other? And can you drop your head down into your bicep? And breathe. We're going to bring the upper arm back alongside of our body. Maybe it rests on our thigh. Bend the bottom arm. Rest your head into that. And then once again, let's roll a little bit, couple of inches forward, couple of inches back, couple of inches forward, couple of inches back. Take one more nice big breath here. All right, we're going to press into one hand and bring ourselves up. We're going to go back onto our back. Keep the block close by, but onto our back, and we're going to do our Vanasana on the other side. So bring your body nice and long, your toes in line with your legs in line, and your toes in line with your hips. And then slowly heel your feet over to the right side of your mat. And again, play with, do you want your both heels connected to the ground? Do you want one wrapped over the other? Whatever feels best for you, it's your body, it's your practice. Then bring the arms up overhead. Drag it or tippy toe those fingers to the other side of your mat. Soften through that upper shoulder of the left shoulder. Sink in. So you're a small banana. You're not overly ripe and you're not underripe. You're just perfect, just like you. There's an affirmation, right? I'm perfect in every way that I am. Soften through your eyes and your cheeks. Couple more breaths. And slowly uncross your ankles if they're crossed. Bring your legs back in alignment. Bring your arms down by your side. And we're going to go for that side stretch opener on the other side. So bend both knees. Roll over to your left side. Come on up a little bit. Bring that block. Now remember each side of our body is a bit different. So we're going to bring that block again, not right under your armpit, but up where that back is. Cradle your head in your hand, bent your elbow. Now, maybe one leg wants to stay straight. Maybe both want to stay bent. Both bent is going to give you a little bit more weight into that area of the side of your body for the stretch. So bring the arm up nice and slow. Start to rise the arm up to the sky. Drape it across your ear and across your head. And let it fall. Maybe close your eyes. And then we'll take, if you want to, you can stay right where you are. Take the bottom hand nice and long, arm long, and bring that top hand. So maybe your hands touch together. That's a big stretch and a big reach, but we're going for that stretch, the side stretch, right? Side of our body gets that stretch. Let your body get nice and heavy. Don't be afraid to let go. The block will support you. And breathe. If you're holding tension, it's hard to breathe. So let go. And slowly start to bring that top arm all the way back up. And then down, let it rest along the side of your body, hand towards your thigh. Then roll towards a couple of inches towards the mat. Roll back in line. Roll towards the mat. And bring it back in line. Then bring your hand to rest, your head to rest in your hand. So bend that elbow. Then we'll roll again. Kind of like giving a little massage to the side of the body. Bring it over one more time. And take 2 nice big breaths here. Okay, we'll bring one hand down and we're going to be coming into onto our knees, so into child's pose. So bring your block with you and just place it at the top of your mat. We will need it. So we're going to start into a thread the needle, which really is a nice shoulder stretch, shoulder opener. So knees are going to be stacked underneath your hips. Top of the feet are flat on the ground. Let's start with the right hand up towards the sky. Take your gaze to look towards it. Big stretch. Now sweep that hand underneath the other arm and then drag the fingertips as far out as you can go to bring down your head and bring your shoulder down to the ground. Now your opposite hand, your left arm can come up and around. It can rest on, it can stay on the ground, or it can rest on your back, or it can bind by your waist. You also have the option of taking that left foot all the way out if you want to make it a little bit more yangy than yinny. And breathe. So again, remember, it's not about really pushing far, far over. It's finding that spot. Okay, I'm feeling it here. There's tension. I'm going to let my body still lie in stillness there and find and invite the fascia and connective tissue to open up. One more breath here. Then press into the left hand. Bring the right hand out. You're going to come right down onto your belly. Right arm is coming out into a T. Left hand stays by your shoulder. And then you're going to press into that left hand and then roll towards your right shoulder, right fingers. The legs can be wherever they like to be. My one leg always wants to come behind the front leg. That could be just me. Again, rolling to the point of there it is. That's the point, the edge. Soften that upper arm. That left arm does not have to be holding on to your world. One more nice breath here. And slowly, 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 just to start to unwind out of that, coming back onto your belly. Onto your belly. Now, you're going to bring your block close to your head-ish, and I want you to align it where both elbows can be on top of the block. So both elbows on top of the block. You're going to drop your head down. It can rest on top of the block. Join your fingers and join your hands and bring your fingertips up towards the sky. And then really sink in to the ground. Let those armpits fall open. It's a nice stretch for the triceps as well. Let everything get heavy, right? Give into gravity. Then we'll bring the hands away. And we're going to bring the hands, push the block out of your way. Bring the hands underneath your shoulders and press yourself back up into a tabletop position. We're going to thread our needles on the other side. So stack your knees underneath your hips. Take your left hand now all the way up to the sky. Take your gaze up and then think about your fingertips being long, long, long as the arm comes down and through. And then before you start to sink down, drag that arm further, further, further through and sink it down. And again, that right arm can come resting on your back. It can stay on the side of the mat. You might want to try reaching forward. What does that feel like? And then, or you might want that bind. That bind will give you a little bit more of a chest and shoulder stretch on the other side. Let the feet soften, hips soften, knees soften. We ask so much of our shoulders and our chest and our biceps and our triceps, that all this upper body opening is really a nice investment to give back to ourselves. If your hand is bound, let's bring it back down. Hold it just for another breath or two. And slowly press into that right hand just to be able to bring that hand, the left hand up. We're going down onto our belly. Left hand comes down into a T. Right arm stays bent with the hand by your shoulder. And then you're going to press into the right arm and roll over towards your left fingers. And then sink nice and heavy. Again, your legs can stay bent. Taking the leg up and over is going to give you a little bit more weight. But I don't want you to ever think that one is better than the other, because it's up to your body and where are you feeling it. I can guide us, but I can't feel your body. And slowly unwind out of that. We're going to come back onto our belly. We're going to grab the block one more time, bringing the elbows on top of the block. Bringing the head down towards the ground or resting the forehead on top of the block. This time, can you bring the arms, your hands behind your head? And sink, get heavy. Now, with each breath, think about your armpits driving down towards the ground. And slowly bring your hands back down. Push that block away. And whatever way you want, we're going to roll over onto our back. So realign your spine, realign your back. You're going to bring your knees bent, feet flat on the ground, feet together, knees together. Bring your arms out into a T position with the palms up towards the sky. Take a nice big inhale. Drop both knees to the right. Take your gaze to look over your left fingertips. Then bring your knees back up to center. Realign your spine, realign your feet, realign your shoulders. Then we'll drop the knees to the opposite side. Nice and slow, nice and heavy. Take your gaze to look over your opposite fingertips. Let everything get soft, nice and heavy. One more breath. Bring your knees back up to center. Bring your knees in your chest. Give them a little hug. So realign your spine, your tailbone, your neck. Take your left leg nice and long. Bring that heel to the outside corner of your mat. Bring your right leg nice and long, bringing that heel to the outside corner. Both arms come down alongside your body with the palms up. Take a nice big inhale and really let everything go. On your exhale, let it out, let it go. So really here, succumb, melt, and sink. Couple of moments in our final shavasana so that everything we've put our body through, beautiful stretches, can sink in and process into us. And slowly just make little few movements with your fingers and your toes. Then bring your legs to a line, point your toes, bring your arms up overhead, give yourself a big stretch. Stretch one side of your body, and then stretch the other side of your body. Roll over to one side in a little fetal position, using your biceps as a little pillow. And when you're ready, use that arm to bring yourself up to sitting. And let's bring our arms up towards the sky. Join your fingers and join your palms and join your thumbs. Take a nice big exhale. Bring your hands down to your heart center. Bow your head. Take a moment to express some gratitude. Gratitude for yourself, for your time, your ability, your health, to treat your body so well. Gratitude for the amazing instructor that you have. Thank you for sharing your time with me this evening, everybody. Namaste. And I truly hope that your upper body feels wonderful and open and ready to give back.